All right, everyone. Just thought I'd shoot a quick video of my Microsoft Duo 2 here. And I'm not going to make this too long of a video. Turn the light on, see if that helps. I see a shadow from something. I don't know what that shadow is coming from. Oh, there it is. Turn the light back on. I'm not going to go through all the complaints about this device. I'm pretty sure we all have heard it. But I am going to say this, though. This device is very, very, very underrated. It's underrated, man. Especially if you can get a good deal on it, like I did, man. It's worth the money. I got the 250 gig right here, man. I found this thing on eBay, and I paid $656, and had no scratches on it. It didn't even have the skin on it. Can you guys see that? Let me turn the light on, see if this will help. Oh, there we go. Boom. It didn't have this. This is a Sophie skin, not a D brand skin. It didn't have this skin on it. It's the obsidian color. And the reason why I got it so cheap was because, let's see if I can show it. Can you see that? Oh, you can't see it, but this hinge here will move out of alignment. This hinge. So let me see if I can. Oh, I know how I can make it work. I have to go to phone mode, and then if I come back, you can kind of see how it's not. Oh, there you go. There's a good shot. Can you see how it's not quite? Let me turn this light off. There you go. You see how it's kind of not quite straight. Not like the bottom one. See how the bottom one is? There you go. There's a good shot right there. You see how other than that, man, it works fine. If I close it, it goes back straight. It's the only when I go into phone mode. Other than that, it's fine for me. Yeah, that's how I got a good deal on it, man. I'm telling you, guys, check out eBay, man. If you really want one of these devices, it's worth it. Even if you bought it brand new, I'm pretty sure it's what, $1,000 right now, maybe $999. It might be even cheaper than that as of this video being made. But I'm telling you guys, this is a device. If you can get it cheap, snag it. It's worth the money. It's worth the money. Now, I know what's the big hype of it is right now is that is the Z Fold 4. Which I'm not gonna lie, I was going to get it. I was waiting on it because I got my Samsung O22, S22 Ultra right here, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for the 4. But I ran across this price of this one. I said, man, I gotta snag this thing. And went ahead and got it. See when this light will help, man. I'm gonna turn the light back on. Went ahead and grabbed this thing. So. For me, I really, 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 really like this device. I really enjoy it. I love the multitasking feature of this thing. Now, everybody say, well, S22, Z Fold 4 can multitask. You can do 3 screens, blah, blah, blah. You sure can. And I'm not down in the Samsung device. I'm all in the Samsung's ecosystem. Like I said, I've had nothing but Samsung Notes. That's the only phones I bought. I bought with the Note lines. Them the only ones I mess with because I enjoy the pen. But and I'm all in their ecosystem, and it is a great phone. But $1,800 compared to what I looked up on $650, yeah, there's no comparison to me. And this phone does just as much as that phone can do. Right? There's some software stuff that the S4, the Z Fold 4 can do that this one can't, and I'm well aware of that. But multitasking, man, this is a better multitasker. It just happened to make phone calls. Man, let's start with a few things that changed my mind about this thing, and then I'm gonna make this video really short. All right, for the first thing, I was like, this device needs an outer display. It has the notifications on the sidebar here. You can time, and I saw some stuff up here. You can get the messages. I saw YouTube. YouTube actually is red. It's a red little box, and stuff like that. But it would kind of be nice if you had a Little notification right there, on the front. Now, I was really like that until I sat down and thought about something one day. So I was using this phone here, my S22 Ultra. So I was using this phone. I realized something. And what I realized is that I don't ever pick my phone up. Only time I pick my phone up, even even this phone, is when I want to watch YouTube or something. Other than that, I never pick this thing up. If somebody called me or text message, you know what I do? I look on my watch. I look on the watch. Right? And then if anybody wants to respond to a call, my buds, my Samsung buds, man. So I told you I'm deep in the Samsung ecosystem. I got them all, man. I got all the stuff. And so when I realized that, I was like, is a notification on the outside of this thing really that big of a deal? For me. And I'm like, no, not really. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, now that I sit back and when I realized that about myself, and I was like, you know what? I like the look of this. I like the look of nothing, the Microsoft logo, right? I actually like the look of this. Now, I'll tell you what, that logo should light up. I bet I can make that work like that. I'm kind of good with my computer programming and stuff skills. I might try that one day. The Windows colors, that'd be kind of cool. But anyway, no, I like the look of this. It's black, especially when I'm out somewhere and I put this on the table. People be like, "What that? What's that?" I'm like, "Oh, that's my phone. That's a phone." I'm like, "Yeah." Boom, I open it up for them. Now that I have it open, I like my screen clear, as you guys can see right here. I like it with nothing showing. Just the Bing wallpapers. I chose the Bing wallpapers because they change all the time. It gives me something different to look at. Right? Move this light out the way. That's why I like the Bing wallpapers, This one, let me close it. This is NASA wallpaper. I'm kind of a space geek. So on my lock screen, it would change all the time. And then, my Bing wallpapers on the front here. But I would say something I don't like about the Microsoft launcher on this device. Now, on this device, or any of my other Samsung phones, the launcher is different than what it is on here. I don't know if a lot of people realize that, but they're not the same. On this Samsung device here, it's way more custom. I can customize it more on here than I can on this. For example, here, let me show you this. I actually broke my phone. Look at this. Right there. But it still works. I'm going to get it fixed. I probably end up giving this phone to my mother. Not that I don't like it. It's just, I use this thing way, way more than I was using this. Sorry about the flickering. As you see, the screen is cracked there, and the digitizer is messed up a little bit. But anyway, as you see, that's the home screen. That's the home screen, people. Just like I had this home screen. That's the home screen. Only thing you see is the time and the temperature. The time and temperature, which I need to make that temperature bigger. But this is my home screen. I do have the back and forth, the buttons down here at the bottom, and not the gestures, which I don't know why I did that, but you don't see nothing. I would like this look on here. I would like to remove these. I would like to remove all my icons down here. I don't want to see them until I need to see them. Like when I need to see them on here, you see this little line right here? Right? I don't want to lock it. See a little line there? Boom. There go my apps that I use the most right there. They're all right there in folders, in groups. But when I don't want to see them, shoot, make that mug go away. Because I don't like this. I don't like seeing all these. A lot of people do. They like the search bar on there. That's fine. But me personally, no. When I open the phone, I like to see the wallpaper. nothing else in the time. This does not work on here like that, which I don't know why. I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm gonna show you one customization feature on here I love the most that I can't do on this one. Okay. Now, you know, on any Android phone, you can swipe down from the top, see your notifications, right? You know, boom, and it's a Microsoft launcher. Swipe to the side. Hey, there's me. See my weather. Blah 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 blah. Right. Same thing on this one. Swipe from the side. Right. See all my stuff I got set up on that window. But what I like on this version of Microsoft launcher that I don't like on this one is that I can customize this one a whole lot more, like I said earlier. So, for example, let me go back. Like I was talking about the notification shade, right? Boom, right? You pull it down again, you can see all your other settings and everything, right? Pull it down twice. I got this one set up to where I can do that in the middle. See, my finger's in the middle. Now look. I'm in the middle of the screen. Now, if you do the middle of the screen, any standard Android phone, it brings up the little search menu and all that mess, right? Which is fine, whatever. Nobody didn't mean to open that. Let I open up Instagram. But I like being able to just hit anywhere in the middle of the screen. Now, that's one of the features of this one that I like, that I wish I could carry over to this one, to the Duo. There's a whole lot more customization in this one than on this version of Microsoft Launcher than it is on this version of Microsoft Launcher. But that's just me. Like I said, I wish I would like to get rid of the icons. I don't want to see them on my deal. I just want to see them when I need them. But other than that, man, no, this is a great phone, man, or a great device, right? It doesn't get the love that it should. Okay, let's talk about the camera bump. All right, now, when I first got the device, I was like, man, I don't know. I like the camera bump. Actually, not even when I first got it. When I first saw the Duo 2, I was like, I don't know if I like that camera bump. I like how on the Duo 1, you was able to fold it completely open, right? But I was like, this camera bump isn't that bad once you get it, Plus, I have big hands, so for me, it just gave me something extra to grip. All right, it gave me a little better holding surface. Then I was like, I could probably utilize that extra little space that this bump provides. So when I first got this device, remember I didn't have the skin on there. It was just the obsidian glass, right? So when I first got it, I had got these cases here. This one, front and back cases. You've seen them on Amazon, and they actually still can go on even with that Sophie skin on it. Boom. Right? That was me, man. I was like, I'm gonna rock it like this. And the reason for that is at work, bad with my phones, man. Come on, y'all saw y'all see what I did to my S22 Ultra, man. Brand new freaking phone. Got it when it first came out. I think I had it maybe a month or so, and that happened. That happened at the house. I was in the garage when I did that. I even got a case for this thing, but I'm one of them people, man, it doesn't even matter. This phone, all my phones will land perfectly in a weird angle to where it would miss the case and hit the glass. But, yeah, like I said, I'm going to get that fixed. Toss you to the side. Anyway, so when I'm at work, I'm around a lot of concrete and stuff that'll easily break this phone. So that's why I like this case. Now, it doesn't allow you to fold it all the way back. You can't do the phone mode. But for me, at the time, I was like, I always use my buds anyway. I'm talking to somebody with these things on. So I don't need to fold it back to the phone mode. But every now and then, there's one of those situations where it's like, I just need to flip the thing backwards. So that's why I end up putting the Sophie skins on there. But another thing I used when I had this case, I was like, you know what? I noticed something. Take that off. Got me one of these little wireless receivers here. Boom. Cut the little notch out for the camera bump. Put the cover back on it. Bam. Because I got wireless chargers all over the place, right? This one here would do my watch, my buds back here, and then this piece face to the phone. Now, it's kind of hard. I got my camera set up kind of in a weird angle, but I want you to see. There you go, wireless charger. Boom, it works. So, I was like, man, because, like I said, I got wireless charging everywhere, man. So, I got it in my house here, at my desk. This one here is on my desk. In my car, even at my desk at work. Bam, I just lay the thing down. Boom. Boom, by my business. Wireless charger. Now, I know what you're saying. I could toss this to the side here. Take these cases off here. Could just stick it on the back. It has a tape that come with this one. Right there. Oh, not in front of the camera. Sorry, people. The tape, I can just stick it on and boom, leave it like that. But I don't like that look. I don't like the fact that I see that. Now, if Microsoft come up with a third version of this device, include wireless charging in the device. But it's not the end of the world that it don't have it. I just enjoy it because I got a bunch of wireless chargers everywhere, But I got a bunch of Type-C cords too, so, that's why I haven't stuck it, because, hell, if I don't feel like doing it, if I don't feel like putting the case, bam, plug my Type-C cord in it, going by my business. But that was me with the camera bump. The cameras are decent, I'm not going to go into cameras. Everybody done videos, took pictures, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that. But I'm just going to show you how I utilize this thing. Okay, I'm just going to show a little bit how I use this device. But, first, I forgot to show you that I actually do have the bumper guards for this device here. Now, I don't know if I want to use it, because if I use the bumper guards, I can't use this cover, which I like to put on this device when I'm at work to help protect the thing. Because me and phones, I'm bad about them. But really, I rock it like this 90% of the time anyway. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll put them on there. Maybe I won't. I'll have to wait and see. Because I actually like this shape like it is. I don't really want that bump on there like that. But you got to try to protect your investment. So, yeah, we'll see. I might stick them on there eventually. But I did find this on Amazon, I believe. eBay. I think it's Amazon. I'll double check, put a link below. But for $20. So I know I read somewhere somebody $40, but now you can find these things for $20. Hey, by the time you see this video, they might be cheaper than that. So yeah, there you go. Okay, try to make this quick. All right, the way I use this device, it having that crease in there, I was on Dave and Buster's. My bad, people. What is that? Here, okay. Gotcha. All right, the way I use this device, I'm trying to get that camera out of there, is, most people have an issue with the crease here. I personally don't. Let me bring up YouTube here. I already got it set to automatic span. Now, I'm going to bring up, let's see, I'll bring up one of my videos here. That's me working on a car I got, one of the cars. I typically look at my YouTube videos just like this, right? This is perfectly fine for me. I don't rotate it, like most people do, because you can always look at it like this. I don't really rotate it. Which works fine. The crease is gone. You're just looking at this part of the screen, which is okay. You can do the tint mode thing, Yep, I messed up one of my video. Clicked off my video. But me personally, I I would look at it like this is how I watch it. Now the only time this would be a problem for me, well, hold on, I'll actually watch it like this, right? This is 95% of the time I'm watching YouTube because I'm scrolling through here looking for something else or doing something else, blah 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 blah, looking at other stuff. So I mainly watch it like this. Now, a video like this one of mine, when it's a video like this, I can watch it like this with no problem. My eye feels in the missing parts. Only time it really gets me is if somebody's face is right there. And not even their whole face, just maybe like if it cuts off one of their eyes and it's like, oh, that looks kind of weird to me, you know. But no, honestly, you know, I can rock it like this. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. And I'll show you an example. Let's see, get you over there. I'm watching YouTube, right? And let's bring up this news app I got, right? So I could be watching the news on this side, and I typically going to be watching YouTube because, you know, the two volumes I want to play. But what I will do is, like I'll be watching the news. I like to bring up Instagram, see what mess is on there right now. Pretty much nothing. You know how Instagram do. You know, click the search, start seeing chicks walking to nowhere. You know how that go. And roller coasters. I click on a lot of roller coaster videos. I like roller coasters. You know, I like to ride them. So that and cars. But you know, that's what I usually like to do the two separate screens. That's why I enjoy the two separate screens the most. Yeah, I know you can do the software thing where it'll split it, but I don't know, two separate screens just seems to work so much better for me. But I'm gonna tell you what I really, really enjoy using this device for. Okay, get my news off there, and actually, let me bring that news back up for a minute. Let me span this one. This one works. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. Okay, it's weird. You gotta touch it again. Okay, you see how his face is? That bothers me. That's the only time that crease will bother me. So I don't like to watch it like that. That's when I do it like this. Actually, I'm gonna tell you how I will do it. Now watch. Oh shoot! I turned it off. Now watching it. Now, let me skip forward. Now watching that part like this. Oh, I can watch this all day long. That right there is no problem. That I could watch a news article with the gap like just like that. It's just like right when his face was there. That's when it gets me. So what I would typically do is I don't know, this app does not like to be spanned and unspanned. It doesn't like it. Yeah, this is one of those apps that's not designed for this phone. It does not like to be open and closed like that. So I would typically watch it like this, and then I'll be doing something else over here, reading my Bible or something, or you know, I got something going on over here. But you know what I really, really like this phone for? Oh yeah. And I really enjoy using this phone for this. My Kindle. It got me into reading books again because I love to read it just like that. And I would get this thing and hold it up like a typical phone, right? You know, hold it just like this. Flipping the pages. You know, read blah 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 blah. Flip the pages. I love this device for that. It got me back into reading. It really got me back into reading, man. Let me go back because I actually was playing with this, and I'm not that far into this data engineering book I'm reading. But this is what I really enjoy this thing for. This is an A+ for me. I enjoy that the most with this device. So I'm going to leave it there. And what you guys think, man? I really believe this device is severely underrated. You know, it got a bad rap at launch, which is justified. I mean, the software was janky, which is why I didn't buy the first one. I almost did, but I sat back and I said, let me see, let me let everybody else be the guinea pigs on this one. Let me see what happened. Because typically the first of anything you usually have problems. If you don't believe me, think of the Z Fold 1. All right. And matter of fact, think about the first Apple phone. Come on, they all had problems. So, but people, the software was the issue with this thing. The hardware on the one was immaculate, just like this one. The hardware on this device, you have to put it in your hands to understand how good this thing is, how good it feels. And now I think a lot of YouTubes that gave this phone some bad rap, they need to come back and reevaluate it. But that's just my opinion. All right, I'll holler at you guys later, man. You know, click like, subscribe, and till next time, peace.